Hey guys, SmashCast here, I'm AG and
PJ.
And today we're going to be talking about why Lucina and Robin are in Smash for Wii U and 3DS and not Chrom. Now, there's a lot of things that are supporting this. Now, of course, the recently article with the interview with Sakurai and Famitsu, but also other things like polls about Fire Emblem characters and other recent additions to these characters in the world of gaming. So pretty much, PJ's going to start off here with the character poll of who's your most favorite character for Fire Emblem Awakening.
Basically, we suspect that this poll was only went out because of Smash Bros. Sakurai needed Fire Emblem character. So we can actually relate this to back what he said about being Pokemon being added into SSB4. They needed to be in movies, stuff like that, and be popular. So, obviously, what we're guessing is that Lucina and, Chrom are the most popular Fire Emblem characters, but this is why Chrom wasn't included. So basically, we have an interview that we're actually going to read in a little bit, but, yeah, we'll get to that later. So, Chrom basically is just another swordsman. There's no really unique details about him, and this is why he chose to put in Robin, because Robin is the main character in Awakening, and is the avatar, and basically, the character that you play as. And Robin was really unique with all of the tomes and his Levin sword, or his or her Levin sword. So, that was why Chrom was disincluded into Smash Bros. And Robin was in.
Okay, and for Lucina, she happened to be in another game that was not a Nintendo game, but except the Monster Hunter Frontier G, which is an MMO RPG, which is made by Capcom, and this was released in April 17th, 2013, and then the Wii U version coming out December 11th, 2013, and what happened was that Chrom got themed Hero King male hunter armor, and same-wise, Lucina got some costume armor for Monster Hunter. So of course, saying that these two characters are very big in not just Fire Emblem, but in the just RPG games worldwide and stuff. So pretty much why else Lucina was in, because if you think about it, she was on most people's top 10 list for which character they want in Smash. So there's a lot of people who wanted her. She had a lot of different moves that we could say, because she's not exactly the same as Marth and Ike.
Yep.
A lot different than Chrom would have been. She's the main antagonist of the Fire Emblem Awakening and has a lot of depth to why what's happening in the story, and it revolves around her because if you did not know, Lucina is Chrom's future daughter. And she was also playable in Awakening, so from all of those reasons, of course, Lucina is going to be in Smash. So now we're going to talk about in an interview with Sakurai, and he explains why Chrom is not playable in Smash Bros. Because he lacks certain unique characteristics. So pretty much, Masahiro Sakurai says that he cut Chrom from the roster because he lacks any unique characteristics. Of course, that is true. He's going to be a lot like Marth and Ike, and we don't want a full clone roster. So Sakurai explains that he thought long and hard about adding Chrom, but he decided that Chrom would just end up being too similar to the other sword wielders, like Marth and Ike. And now here's the information about his inclusion and other characters in Smash.
So basically, next it says, we've just announced 2 new characters who will be joining the fray in the upcoming Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U. One is Robin, the avatar from Fire Emblem Awakening, and the other is Lucina, a swordsman who plays an important role in the same title. I'll skip over the details.
What, not Chrom? I suspect a lot of you will ask. We did. Of course, Chrom is quite popular, being the protagonist of Fire Emblem Awakening and all. However, I chose Robin and Lucina, and I will elaborate my reasoning.
So, Robin appears in the game as a tactician and functions much like a Mystic Knight. Note, FF terminology, but equivalent to Magic Swordsman. I thought to utilize his all-around nature by assigning sword blade to his smash attacks and magic tomes to his special attacks, that is, allow him to use magic.
His neutral special is thunder magic that grows stronger the larger you charge it. The larger? What? Is that supposed to say longer you charge it?
Yeah.
Okay, someone did not translate that properly.
I don't know.
He uses fire magic for his side special, and wind magic for his recovery as his up special, although Robin does not use dark magic in Fire Emblem Awakening. Now this is really interesting. I decided to assign it to his down special. It isn't the first time I've given characters moves to a character that they don't use in their respective game in order to capture certain aspects of the original title. Now of course that would mean that Falcon Punch was not really utilized in F-Zero because it was not a fighting game, it was just a racing game.
Yep.
Which, yeah.
I played all the way through Fire Emblem Awakening, and I really wanted to include a character from that rich cast in Smash Bros. Naturally, I considered adding Chrom to the roster, but that decision wasn't easy by any means.
But yeah, so I also implemented the system used in Fire Emblem Awakening, and which tomes break after overuse. So likewise, I also included a similar system for the Levin Sword, which breaks after certain numbers of uses. However, both tomes in the Levin Sword quickly regenerate after a set period of time. And Lucina used the same techniques as Marth, a fighter with whom I'm sure most of you are already familiar. So I went even as far to make their strength, speed, and special attacks almost identical. However, what sets Lucina apart is the fact that her strength of her attacks is uniform along the blade, where Marth's playstyle emulates the elegant swordplay of a fencer by dealing much more damage when he strikes with the tip of his blade. But the damage Lucina deals is evened out, thus I think Lucina will be much easier than Marth for novice players to play with.
At the end of the day, Chrom would just end up being another plain old sword wielder like Marth and Ike. Compared with other characters, he lacks any unique characteristics. Conversely, when the idea of including Robin came to mind, conceiving the character was so easy that I immediately saw how it would work. From standards to specials, grabs to throws, all aspects of his moveset just fell into place. Not only did he possess characteristics unlike other fighters, but he also captured the essence of the Fire Emblem series. It was perfect.
In the end, if the game isn't fun, then there's really no point. Of course, it would be really easy to make a game by churning out a ton of similar characters, but that's not how I produce games. Gladly.
Initially, I had considered including Lucina as one of Marth's alternate costumes. After all, she has a close relationship with him in Fire Emblem Awakening. In such cases, even if two characters' names and voices differ, as long as they function the same way, I assign them as alternate costumes. The Wii Fit trainers, villagers, and Robin are examples of this setup.
However, even though Lucina shares her physical stats techniques with Marth, the characteristics of the attacks differ when two such similar characters function in even a slightly different manner. I will give them a separate spot on the character roster, since they will affect battle records and whatnot. In that sense, you could say she's very lucky to join the fray. Now, of course, that's the same thing that happens why every character was separated in this version of Smash Bros. They're not just Sheik and Zelda. Every character was separated, and that's why the Pokemon trainer was disbanded, because Sakurai's trying to walk away from those things.
Yep.
So, anyways, guys, this is, what do you guys think about Lucina and Robin in Smash? Do you think it was a good idea that he did not include Chrom? Now, of course, you might have different opinions on Chrom should be amazingly put in. Other people are going to say Robin is a better choice, but whatever you do, do not start a flame wars. Okay, so the SmashCast signing out. Peace. I'm AG, and today I'm going to be talking about how you can join Nintendo YouTube affiliate programs. I'm AG, and
DJ.
And today we're going to be talking about Namco Bandai DLC in Mario Kart 8.